For 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting story from the Puranas in continuation of on my series of stories from the Puranas. And today we'll be talking about the story of the curse of the great sage Bhrigu on Lord Vishnu. Okay. Now we also know Sage Bhrigu as the father of Vedic astrology, but we are not going to discuss about any astrological principles given to us by the great sage Bhrigu in this video. We'll just be talking about this story from the Purana as to why sage Bhrigu had to curse Lord Vishnu. Okay. And it so happened that when Hiranyakashipu, who was the great demon king, he was killed by Lord Vishnu, who came in this earth as the man lion incarnation of Narasimha. Okay. Prahlada, of course, was the son of Hiranyakashipu, and he inherited the kingdom from Hiranyakashipu. Although he was very close, or he was a devotee of Lord Vishnu himself, but still he was a demon king because he was the son of a demon king, and he inherited the kingdom and he became a demon king. And so, as per the rules of the game, or as per the tradition, he continued with his war with the devatas, or the gods. Okay, it's slightly contradictory here. How can you fight with the devatas who are dear to Lord Vishnu and also be devoted towards Lord Vishnu? Okay, so there was it's slightly difficult relationship, but sometimes relationships can become a little tricky and complex. But this is how it was. He inherited the kingdom from his father, the demon king Hiranyakashipu, after Hiranyakashipu was killed by Lord Vishnu in the form of Narasimha, the man lion incarnation. And then, since he himself was a demon, he continued with his war with the devatas, or the gods. Okay. And then this was a battle which has been described in the Puranas as a battle between devatas and Prahlada for about 100 years. Okay. And in this battle, the devatas, or the gods, were victorious. Prahlada was defeated and he was very sad, and he handed his kingdom over to his son Bali. Okay, Bali is the name of the grandson of Hiranyakashipu and the son of Prahlada, who after his defeat from the gods handed over the kingdom to Bali. And Bali became a great demon king himself, very, very powerful. In Bali, the word Bali, by the way, comes from Bali. It's actually Bali. Bali means somebody who has strength. Bal is strength, and Bali is somebody who's got a lot of strength. So, but we call him as Bali. Okay, he's not the same Bali as you see that character Bali from Ramayana. That Bali is different. This is a Bali who's a demon king, son of Prahlada and grandson of the demon king Hiranyakashipu. Okay, so Bali also continued with his war with the devatas and the god, and this war continued on and on and on. But finally, even the great Bali, a great demon king and powerful king Bali, was overpowered and defeated in war by the devatas and the gods, including, well, headed by the king of the devatas, who's Indra. As we all know that Indra is the king of the devatas, or the king of the gods. So Bali was defeated by the gods, and then the king Indra, the king of the gods Indra, he took away the kingdom of Bali and the demons, daityas as they are called in Sanskrit. Okay. And then the defeated demons then went running to sage Shukracharya. Shukracharya is, by the way, synonymous with the planet Venus. So Sage Shukracharya, as per the Puranas, is described as the guru of the demons. Okay, so they went running to them that we've got defeated by Indra, and Indra has driven us out of our kingdom, and our king Bali has been defeated by Indra. What do we do? Can you please help me? So Shukracharya, with a kind heart, he accepted them, and he says, do not worry, I am going to protect you with the power of my mantras. As we all know that Shukracharya, or the planet Venus, is very powerful in mantras. Okay, so, and also with medicines, which are herbal medicines like Ayurveda and stuff. So he said, I'm going to protect you with the power of my mantras and my medicines, my herbal medicines, or Ayurveda. Just be brave and be energetic, and do not worry at all. I'm by your side. So under the protection of sage Shukracharya, the demons or the daityas became fearless. Okay, and they planned that let's plan an attack on the gods and take away, their heaven, or regain their kingdom, so on and so forth. But the gods or the devatas came to know about their plan through their spies. So they went after the demons with all their weapons and all their army, and with the help of Vishnu. And as we all know that Vishnu helps the devatas or the gods against war with the demons all the time. So when Shukracharya saw the devatas, and he said, okay, don't worry. He told his disciples, the demons, not to worry, and I'm going to take care of you with the power of my mantras. Okay, but at the same time, when Shukracharya saw that Lord Vishnu was on the side of the devatas or the gods, he said, well, it's very difficult to fight. I could manage somehow the gods or the devatas, but now since the gods and the devatas are aided by Lord Vishnu, it's very difficult for me to fight with the power of my mantras, or help the demons who are the disciples of Shukracharya. So Shukracharya addressed the demons, and he said that now Vishnu is helping the gods or the devatas, and Vishnu is the one. He told the daityas or the demons, or rather reminded them that Vishnu is the one who killed Hiranyakashipu in his man and lion appearance of Narasimha. He also killed another great demon called Hiranyaksha, who was the king of the demons, through his boar incarnation. Okay, so Vishnu has got 9 incarnations so far. One of them was a boar's incarnation, and he had killed Hiranyaksha, not Hiranyakashipu, but Hiranyaksha, another demon king of the demons. Okay, now he says, my mantra force is not going to be very helpful to you guys, because Vishnu is aiding the devatas of the gods. So give me some time. Let me go to Lord Shiva and ask him for some more powerful mantras, and with the help of those powerful mantras, I am going to defeat, or I'm going to help you rather defeat the demons. Okay, so the daityas or the demons agreed. He says, okay, well, we are defeated anyways, and we don't have forces well equipped, and so they just somehow left to their homes, and were not ready to fight the devatas or the gods, and hoping that Shukracharya or sage Shukracharya will get the powerful mantras from Lord Shiva, and with the power of those mantras they'll be able to defeat the gods. So they just became very meek and they retired to their homes. Um, and then, when Shukracharya went to Mount Kailasha, where Lord Shiva lives, he asked them for those powerful mantras for the victory of the demons. And then Lord Shiva thought about it, and he says, "Well, now this is a very, very tricky situation for me. And if I give him the mantras, he's going to go and defeat the gods, which he did not want. And then if I do not give him the mantras, it's not good because he has come to me with a lot of hope." So Lord Shiva thought of something and he said, "Okay, first go and practice severe austerities or tapasya for the next 1,000 years. And then I will give you a mantra or a series of mantras." Okay? And he was supposed to practice austerities with his feet upwards and head downwards for 1,000 years. And then he will get the mantra and his desires are going to be fulfilled. So Shukracharya went away, and the demons were totally vulnerable at this point against the devatas or the gods. So once they saw the army of the gods, they were hiding in their homes, but the army of the gods wanted to fight them. So they challenged him, or they challenged the demons for a fight. And then the demon said, "Look, we've already been defeated, and we don't even have our guru Shukracharya with them, and we are very weak, so there's no point for us. We are armless, and there's no point for us to fight you. Please, leave. We don't want to fight you. We are weak, and we're not in a position to fight you." But then the god said, "Look, know it very well that you have sent your guru Shukracharya to Lord Shiva to get a powerful mantra to defeat us. So we want to actually fight you guys right now and destroy you before your guru Shukracharya comes back with that powerful mantra um, and defeats us." So the demons were very scared at that point, and they didn't know what to do. So they went running, and Shukracharya, of course, was practicing austerities to get that mantra. So they didn't have any other place to go. So they went to Shukracharya's mother, okay, and they went to her hermitage. And the mother of Shukracharya, who's actually the wife of Sage Bhrigu, said, "Do not fear. You've come under my protection. There is no fear that can overtake you. So just relax, and there will not be any harm from the gods or the devatas." And then when the devatas saw the demons running away, they followed them, and then they saw them entering the hermitage of Shukracharya's mother, or in other words, Sage Bhrigu's wife, because we know that Sage Bhrigu's son is Shukracharya. Okay, so when the mother of Shukracharya saw that the demons were attacked, she was very irritated, and with the power of her austerities, she invoked the goddess of sleep, which overpowered the gods and made them all lie down and sleep. So she had some kind of a power, spiritual power, that she invoked sleep and made all the warriors of the gods and the gods themselves lie down and sleep so that they could not destroy or harm the demons who had come under her protection. So when Indra, the king of gods, and all the gods were sleeping, Lord Vishnu saw that. And Lord Vishnu told Indra, "Hey, wake up and enter into my body." Okay. And once the god Indra, who is the king of the gods or the devatas, entered Lord Vishnu's body, he became free from sleep and fear. Okay. So this way, Lord Vishnu sheltered Indra. Okay. So then the mother of Shukracharya, when she saw that now the gods are under the protection of Vishnu himself, She said, okay, what I'll do is I'm going to kill all the gods and the devatas along with Lord Vishnu with the power of my spiritual strength. Okay, so as soon as the mother of Shukracharya said that, Lord Vishnu and Indra were very concerned because they understood the power of the mother of sage Shukracharya, or wife of sage Bhrigu. Sage Bhrigu, by the way, was created directly by Lord Brahma, one of the Sapta Rishis. Okay, so he was extremely powerful, and so was his wife. And then the son was Shukracharya himself. So when uh, when Vishnu got concerned with this, he immediately called on upon his discus, the powerful Sudarshan chakra, and cut off the head of Shukracharya's mother, or Shukracharya's mother, or you can call her as the wife of sage Bhrigu. And then the gods were very happy, and they knew that, with the help of Lord Vishnu, they'll be able to overpower the demons now. But then what happens is, because the wife of Bhrigu and the mother of Shukracharya was killed by Lord Vishnu, sage Bhrigu, who was the husband of hers, became very, very upset. And when he saw Vishnu killing his wife, he asked Lord Vishnu, "You have done an extremely sinful act. Why have you done this? This is a very sinful act to kill, an innocent lady who was just trying to protect the demons with your Sudarshan chakra. And she's a Brahmana. So why have you killed her? This is a murder of this Brahman's wife." Okay? So this is and she's also a daughter of a Brahman. How can you kill such a pious lady? Have you become tamasic? I thought you were very sattvic. So there are three gunas basically. Tamasic is a guna which you can relate to the demons. Sattvic is a guna which you can relate to the gods. And Rajasic is a guna which you can relate to humans in general terms. So Sage Bhrigu was very angry, and he asked Lord Vishnu, "I thought you were sattvic, godly like. This behavior, this action of yours by killing my wife, this seems like a very tamasic act. So what going to do is I am going to curse you. And I curse you that you will take frequent births on this earth, suffer very frequently in different wombs." As we know that once we stay in a womb for about 9 months, it's a 9 month of suffering. It's been described equivalent to hell as per the ancient scriptures in the Puranas. Okay, so this is how he cursed Lord Vishnu, that you will have to take birth several times on this earth and suffer in the wombs. And of course, as we know, that whenever religion is in trouble in this world, or it's tried to be, overpowered by evil, then Lord Vishnu does incarnate through a womb. But then once he's in a womb for 9 months, he has to suffer in those 9 months. So this was the curse of Bhrigu, which is coming true whenever Vishnu incarnates in this human world in his human form. So this was a little story from the Puranas, directly from the Puranas. It's not an act of fiction, or a story of fiction rather. And so I'll request you to have firm faith and belief in it. Hopefully you enjoyed this little story on the curse of sage Bhrigu on Lord Vishnu. And in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel, and I will see you with an interesting topic, either in Vedic astrology or stories from the Puranas, in my next session very soon. Goodbye.